Thank you for watching Syrian Eats. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn your notifications on so you can get the latest recipes, and don't forget to follow my page on Facebook and Instagram. My recipe today is date Maamoul cookies. These cookies are usually made in the month of holidays in Syria and around New Year's time. This cookie is so melt in your mouth, and then the date paste inside gives it that sweet flavor. Let's get started. Start out by measuring 1 teaspoon of yeast and add 2 tablespoons of warm to hot water to it. Give it a good mix and set it aside. Now we're going to start out by adding 2 cups of white all-purpose flour and 1 cup of wheat bread flour. Now I wanted to show you the difference between these. This is not your whole grain wheat flour that you find at your grocery store. You can only find this wheat flour at the Mediterranean store, and it's usually used to make Indian breads. It's finely sifted, so there's no grains in it. Next, we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, then 1 teaspoon of orange blossom water. Then add 1½ cups of room temperature unsalted butter, or 12 ounces. And then we're going to use our hands to make the dough. It is very important that your butter needs to be softened at room temperature, not melted and not cold. Then add your yeast mixture that we mixed in the beginning and knead your dough again. You're going to feel that the dough is a little dry, but we still have one more ingredient that we're going to add, and it's going to be just right. Notice how my dough is starting to form. Our final step in making our dough is adding 1 tablespoon of simple syrup. Knead it together, and we're going to let it rest for about 15 minutes while we get our date paste ready. I just wanted to show you, this is what the dough consistency is going to look like in the end. It's non-sticky to the touch, and you can form it. When it rests, it's going to get a little bit softer. While our dough is resting for about 15 minutes, I have here 1 14-ounce container of Tbsp brand date paste. You're going to remove the date paste from the container, and then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, room temperature. And start working your butter into your date paste until you no longer see the butter. Now here is my date cookie mold. Depends on the size of it, but you want to roll out little ball size shape just like this of your date paste. Since our dough is now ready to use, start portioning out your dough just like this. Make a little hole in it so you can add your date paste ball. Close it up and then press it into your mold and tap to remove it out. Place your cookie on a baking sheet with a parchment paper and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Repeat these steps until all your dough is finished. Our date cookies Maamoul are now ready for a 350 degree oven for 10 minutes on the bottom rack and then another 10 to 15 minutes on the top. After 10 minutes, I'm going to move it to the top rack. We're not going to change the oven setting. We're not putting it on broil. It's still going to be on bake, but we just want to move them to the top so they can brown nicely without burning from the bottom. And this is how they look like after 20 minutes total. They're nice and golden, and they're nice and golden on the bottom as well. Now your Maamoul Ajwa is ready to enjoy with some marshmallow cream or just with a cup of tea. Thank you for watching this simple and easy recipe. I hope you enjoy making it at home.